What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 7 of VintageCraft. So, before I get started today, I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about a couple of things. Now, the first, we've started a shop purge here on VintageCraft, and I realized we haven't been to our shop for a while. So, before I get into this whole purge thing, I think I should probably go through our shop a little bit, kind of give you guys an update on what's going on. So, I don't know if I've ever told you guys before, but the only things we're selling, really, like I said, or I don't know if I said, but like our sign says, is tridents, ink, and dyes, Lately the ink has been, I've been lazy. I haven't done it. We're gonna fix that here in a day or two, but right now, we kind of have a running deal with Melchi on our server. He's been buying ink by the shulker full, and that's kept me busy enough. Then we got our tridents. Currently, there's one still sitting here and one ready to be picked up. I did spend some time at our trident farm the other day because it's the end of the month, and I don't know if I've ever explained this to you guys on our server. We have this resource world that, as the end of every month, the resource world resets so that we can keep this main world, untouched. We're not raiding it for resources as much, right? So anyway, so that's going to reset, and the plan for that is to redo our trident farm and also to do an ink farm this next month, which I think will be super cool. But anyways, in our shop box here, you can see I got a whole bunch more tridents, a couple more conduits. I filled up our conduits over here. So we sell a couple books, conduit kits with all the pieces, and Hearts of the Sea, which is just conduit without the the shells, which I have a lot of, but I don't like selling them, just because it's better to sell the conduits, in my opinion. Anyways, you can see we've got 36 blocks of diamonds here. Those are all recently from our shop, and I guess I can show you this too over here. Plus, we've got all these diamonds, which is super nice. Let's actually combine those, just because I've been keeping them kind of separate, but we don't really have a need to. So there's 108 blocks of diamonds there, and that doesn't include our beacon full of diamond blocks. We're pretty rich, and so we do sell dyes, but we don't sell them very much, right? And I just have these here because I did it at one time, and hey, if people want them, they can have them. If you want to buy them, perfect. But I'm not worried about stocking this stuff. So, in saying that, I've been thinking about changing our shop a little bit. Now, I still want to sell tridents, and I still want to sell ink, but the theme of this shop, it's cool, but it might be time for a change. So, let's go do a little exploring. So, there's been a shop purge, right? Now, this area has opened up, and the purge is basically some of the staff went around and found inactive shops. I think this is one here. Yeah, so, if a shop has been done, nothing's been done to it forever, empty, all that stuff, it's kind of open to be taken over, ripped down, etc. You can see Taz recently moved to this area, which is a super cool shop he's made there. People were having trouble finding him, and that's kind of my problem. Actually, before I go this way, let me just show you kind of the problem we're having. So, this shop is abandoned. Before the purge, there was a shop that was claimed here, and it's gone now. The claim area is gone now. Nobody had touched it forever. So we got a bunch of open plots. This shop, this shop, this shop, and this shop are all pretty much, there's still inventory in this one and this one. But I haven't seen the people. I don't even know who owns them. The shulker shop has been empty for a long time, and I know this one's up for grabs. There is this new armor shop, which is super cool. Then we've got Abby's shop here, and we have Curly's Bank. And besides that, that's everything that's around us. This shop here has been built, and nothing's happened. Fatal Gamer, he sells books. I haven't seen him for a while, but he still has stuff in there. I just haven't seen him for a while. But the direct area around our shop is pretty much empty, which is cool. That's why I originally moved to this area, because it was nice to have our own little area. People could find us easy, but it's actually really hard to find us because there's nothing around it. So anyways, the options we have are to stay here, kind of just do our thing, let it go. You know, I don't really have to worry about a shop. Obviously, we have a bunch of money, so it's not. We have a bunch of diamonds, so I don't have to worry too much. But over here, next to the giant Q for Quintech or Corthorn, if you will, there's this shop, and this shop is available. And I've had my eye on this for a really long time. So I just kind of put a claim here, like if somebody else wants it, feel free to just let me know and you can take it because I'm not sure yet. But I kind of wanted to put like we might take this area. So what I'm thinking for a new shop, because we have Trident theme, is what if we built like a Greek ruin up on top, you know, make it out of quartz or something, concrete, whatever, make like a nice little garden ruin thing, and then below it, we make another cave. But in the cave that I'm thinking we do it like very underwatery, and we can trap some drowns because I've got a zombie spawner in our base. We could probably convert some drowns, transport some drowns, lock them behind some iron bars, give them some tridents, and make like a really cool, could be a really cool area. But the problem is there's a shop kind of underneath this hill. So we couldn't go underneath too far. It goes to right about. let me try to get back up here. This shop goes into right about these stairs here. So we'd have to do a little bit of creative maneuvering. You know, maybe move this pathway over or something. So that's one option. We're gonna call that the option on the hill for now. We've got a couple of ideas for you guys. So I'm gonna run over here to the next area, and I'll bring you guys right back. Okay, so the other option I have is kind of over this way. Now, our shop is currently right there, so not too far away. But Vengeance has been doing quite a bit of terraforming work and stuff out here. And as you can see, we were kind of both down here, and I kind of built our, I don't know, little, what do you call it? The crop formation thing? Crop sign? So anyways, we were kind of planning out maybe doing something down in this valley, because it's pretty much, you know, no one's been down here yet. You can see this giant tree here is where the portal is, so it's super close to coming down this way. We thought maybe do like a fountain in the center and do a bunch of shops, but the idea I had for that shop just didn't really work. And I really like this idea of doing an underground shop. It's going to be hard to find though, which is going to be the biggest problem. I'm going to have phantoms in a minute, so we're going to have some fun. But anyways, there's this giant cave here, and again, it'd be really hard for people to find us, but this would make for one really good shop under here. If we put a waterfall down or something and built this all up, we could make this into a really cool area. So that's my other option. The problem is, like I said, of all these shops is, you know, how do people find us? So we could again build something up top. I don't know. But I kind of want your guys' ideas. If you think any of these are cool, we'll call this one the valley hole. I don't know, the valley shop. The valley hole sounds terrible. So anyways, if you guys have any suggestions or ideas, or if you think I should just move or stay where I'm at, you know, I'd love to hear what you guys think. So that's all we're gonna talk about for the shops for now. We'll do a little bit more shop related stuff in the next episode, probably when we start doing an ink farm and getting all that stuff organized and ready to go. So let's head back to our base, and I got a couple things that I want to do today. Alright guys, so I've decided on our project for today, and I think it's going to be exciting. So in the last episode I talked about this little area here. Was it the last episode or 2 episodes ago? Doesn't matter. So this initially was going to be like the dock lounge, right? Little bar, little CD bar on the dock. And I need to add an actual dock. We need to add like a place out here for people to like pull their boat up and whatnot. But what I want to do is I want to open this up today. And I think because we're limited on space going this way, like I said, right, like this is open to a bunch of redstone and whatnot. I think what we'll do, I think I can actually open up here a little bit farther. Let's see. Yeah, I've already looked at this area a bit, so I can open this up in pretty decent ways actually. So maybe we can put like a bedroom or something over here, or like expand it a little bit. Anyways, I want to expand this way, which I already did a little bit of that. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of this here. And we're going to start working on this side today. Now, we really don't actually have a butcher. So our food comes from nowhere. So what we need is a sketchy dock butcher. You know, we need we need the place where you can go to get your food when you first arrive, right? Currently what we're doing, I'll show you guys over here, because we're going to do a similar thing underneath here. I'm going to dig that all out, put like, you know, a decent storefront. I want to use this pig, because he's been around forever, but he is this texture pack. I've shown this in a different video of mine before. These are the saddest looking pigs in the world. Like, I feel bad for this guy. Like, oh, so bad. Anyways, over here with our sheep, we have a kind of a cheaty cow farm. So I'm just gonna grab some wheat real quick and I'll show you guys. So this is the most inhumane cow farm ever, and I'm gonna recently my next episode of my solo or our survival let's play, I did the same thing. Now, there's a bunch of cows here. There's actually 25 cows in this square, and what's happening, I'm sorry they're so loud, what's happening is the entity cramming rule is coming into effect, and there's more than 25 mobs in one square. So, they're dying. Now, basically what it is there's a bunch of cows in a hole, there's water underneath, and a hopper underneath that, so they bob up and down, so it's easier to click on them. And then there's an iron fence there holding, an iron bar holding them down so they don't bob too much, because it gets really annoying. So then we go down here, and this is super annoying to do because it's like way far out of the way. Put this back. This all needs to come down eventually. But so way over here is our hopper, and our cows are up above, and they drop their meat and their leather. So we're going to use that same principle, but you know, in an actual butcher shop, so that way it's, you know, it's a little more humane. Maybe at least there's the look of it being humane. And we're going to make it so that way that stuff, when it falls into that chest, it's going to be auto smelted, because this having to pick it up, run over to our smelter, toss it in our smelter, wait for our smelter to fill up, it is super annoying. I mean, we have tons of meat, so it's not like a huge issue, but it's an annoying process, and usually I wait till I have quite a bit, but it's an annoying process. You throw it in there, then you wait, pick up your steak, and it's, you know, your food's mixed in with your iron and your kelp, and it's kind of gross, and we need a proper place to do this. So, let me grab a bunch of materials, start digging out an area, and I'll come back when I have a general idea. Okay, so I think I got a general idea here of what we're going to do. So, we'll put a door here, and all we need is a facade, right? We don't need, like, the inside to be all crazy. We don't need to have a full building planned out, because we're building inside of a hill, right? So, we don't need to go crazy, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to put our main door here with a room above it, because we don't have a ton of room. There's only 11, 12 blocks of the grass level up here, so we can't do anything too out there. But we put a door, a room, little waiting area, and then like an open air kind of, what do you call it? Like, you know, in the supermarket, you got like your butcher window, you know, but we do the outside version, so we can put like an awning across the top, a little walk up counter thing here, so you can access the counter here and on this side. I think it'll be kind of cool. So I'm gonna activate some super build mode here. I got our beacon going. So let's dig out, I don't know, some space. Okay guys, I'm back. So, really, zombie? Like, I'm trying to do something here. I hear you, are you growling at me? What's going on? I wonder where he is. Behind the wall? Hey, buddy! I've been hearing zombies all day. Apparently I have a hole back here. We're gonna have to fix this. So as I was trying to say before I was so rudely interrupted. So, I got this pretty much where I want it to be now. this has been a serious struggle. I don't understand why. I had a pretty clear vision going into it, and it has not worked at all. I'm starting to get there, but I'm not a fan yet, so we're going to have a lot more work to do. But I figured I'd show you guys what I've done so far. So we have our little entrance area to our shop. I figured, you know, we need to have a fish tank so we can get the live fish. If there was lobster, then this would be pretty awesome. Anyways, we got our live fish tank. I'm going to put like sheep or cow, not sheep, pigs or something back here so you can kind of like have the menu up here. And let's just, for now we got rotten flesh. You know, we can kind of see like the livestock, and you can pick your animal before you have them slaughtered. Then we have like our order area and another order area here with, you know, some of the food we've got available. I really like this texture of the nether quartz. Kind of looks like bone in some meat, you know, so I figured, you know, I got it on the pike, you know, you can do the meat shaving, carving, whatever you want to call it. Then we got our furnace for cooking. I'm going to put a fire back there, and this will be like kind of our like cook area so we can get the smoked meats and whatnot. And then we got our butcher tables, butcher axe, you know, we got some blood on the floor, blood all around, so it's kind of a mess, but it's a butcher shop, it happens. And then we got our freezer over here. So this is where we're going to store like our meat and whatnot. So from here, I want to put more in here. I just don't know what to put yet. It's kind of I mean, I don't know. I don't like how it's set up, but I don't know how to fix it at the top of my head yet. Anyways, so then we have our upstairs area, which I'm just working on now. We're going to have, you know, kind of our like little windows. Guy just has like an attic basically. I don't want to go any higher. I want this to just be built into the mountains. Like I want to fill this back in. I want to bring this down a bit. Like we'll put a front here, but I want it to be part of the mountain, right? I don't want to go any higher or anything like that. So, in saying that, we're gonna just go like this. Finish this up, and this will kind of go across here. So it's just gonna be a flat wall. I don't really like that, but I will figure it out. I guess I can actually go like this and put like a legit wall here. I don't have any oak. Anyways, I can probably use some spruce maybe. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, maybe. Anyways, what I want to do down here now. So this is the back entrance to our, like this is our freezer. And so I put a dropper here. So the plan is to somehow get an auto cookerator thing back here for our animals that I want to be able to feed them, you know, maybe like through here or something. Just like take our wheat, hit our animals with it, and they do their thing, right? Now there's a few different ways you can auto cook animals, and I'm trying to just figure out which one will work best. We can do what we've done now where we have the mob cap rule, kill them, and they fall down into a furnace, which would work. The problem with that is we're going to end up like wasting fuel, because if there's 25 dying, a block of kelp will smelt 20. So you're going to end up 2 blocks of kelp for 25, which is kind of annoying. Not that it's a problem, but it's kind of annoying. So then, that's kind of what I'm thinking we're going to do, just because it's super easy. And then it'll come out of the furnace and go into our, like down here, we'll put it in a water thing and up into our chest. So we don't have to like ever come back here. All we have to do is feed and let it happen. So I'm going to start working on that. I'm going to finish this area and start working on that. So I'll kind of bring you guys back when I have a little bit of the redstone done, because I don't know how I want to do it yet. So I will do some playing around, and I will see you guys shortly. Okay guys, so again I'm back at our butcher shop, and let me tell you, the struggle of this thing is absolutely real right now. So we had a creeper blow up part of our dock here. He actually got part of our sign, but I fixed it. So I've been working on some redstone, and I'm realizing that I need to go simple. I've overcomplicated this, and it's not good. So anyways, what I was doing, I had right up, if I can jump right up through here. We had our cows. I let them come through a hole here. We dropped them down into some water. Then I trapped them with a fence. And the goal was that I could come over here to the front of the shop. One second, we get there. Can I go through here? And I'd be able to just, you know, open a hole in the wall and feed them quick, and it would be all good. So what would happen is they would breed, and there'd be too many of them. They would suffocate. They would die. They'd go into this hopper, or into this dropper, come up and go around and into a chest. Now, I wanted them to auto smelt or auto cook, but that's just wasn't working. So it got too complicated. But there is a way to do this very simply on this server, and we're gonna do it because I think we can cheat the system a little bit. So basically, we're gonna use some lava to cook our guys without any complication or any need for redstone, really. So I'm gonna tear this all out, get some sheep or get some cows over here, and rebuild this. And when I have the supplies and everything, I'll bring you guys back and kind of explain what I'm about to do. Oh yeah, come on, boys. Got the hoe train going. Let's do this. Keep coming. Come on, you know you want to. Come on, almost there. These guys have no idea what's about to happen to them. Oh, you little jerk. Ball. Thank you. How about you? You want to go too? So if I miss him and I fall in this hole, I'm going to be pissed. Alright, one more. Come on, buddy. Perfect. Okay. Alright. So we got some cows in a really bad spot here. They are not loving life. But what I'll probably do is I'll probably block this water off, like put a block here, and I'll probably breed these guys up a bit more because there's only 4 in there right now. And we need to produce a lot more than that. So what I can do is maybe do 20. You know, that way we'll get, 10 babies every time, which is not a great return, but it's enough. So then normally this would be closed. We'll be able to come over here. You can just see the cows, and they should be bobbing a little bit. So I should be able to just, like so. They're kind of hard to reach, actually. Might need to do some work here. Maybe make them bob a little bit higher. But anyways, you can see there's a couple hearts there, so we know it's working. So we'll go back here. Looks like the baby might have already died. Well, let's see if we have anything in there. I hope not, because that's not going to work then. Okay, nothing yet. I'm going to play this for a minute, because something's going on. Okay, guys, so I got the system running. It's not 100%, but it's doing okay. So let me show you guys what we're doing here. I haven't done any of this interior yet. I just thrown it up here. I've been trying to do the technical stuff, and it's just not going great. So whatever. For now, this is what's going on. So we have a bunch of cows here, and you can see there's still some babies in here. Now, what's supposed to happen is we feed them from the front, and they'll make the baby, and the baby will come flying down this little chute. But every once in a while, the babies get stuck. And I think it's because there's just too many cows in here, and they don't have like a path to get out. So whatever, it's a problem, but it's not devastating. Basically, what'll happen is eventually we'll have too many cows in here, and they will entity cram, and they'll just die, and their uncooked meat will come down here and end up in our little chute. So babies will come down the chute, and they'll hang out here in this little waiting area. Now, cows take a while to grow up, so they're gonna sit here and just ponder life until they decide to grow up, and then when they grow up, they're gonna die in the lava because their heads are gonna hit the lava and whatever. So then their drops are going to fall into the hoppers that are underneath it and get fired off into our freezer. So I'm just going to block this up for now. That was the wrong block, but that's fine. So what'll happen is the camera comes around and we end up with some meat and leather. So it's working. It's, like I said, it's not the greatest system, but I mean, it's whatever. It's a functional butcher shop, right? So if we just go like so, they're all fed. We should be able to just hold this down for a bit. You can see we got some XP, so we know they're making babies and doing their thing. So there we go. So for now, I am going to take a little break from this system, and we're gonna work on something else. You know, it's interesting when, like, one project doesn't work the way you thought it was, and another one works pretty well. So, I've started to develop our bar here. Now, I have seen a similar bar to this before, so it's not 100%, you know, right out of my mind or nothing. It's just, there's definitely inspiration from other builds I've seen in the past. So, it's kind of interesting. I'm not 100% sure I like this tiki hut idea thing. But it's pretty cool. Like, separate the bar. We've got our kegs back here, a little coffee stand. I'm gonna do some more table and chair type things up on top here. And then I figured, you know, we got our little pool table. It's different than the table we had up in the other place. I think this one's a little more classic, and I think it looks pretty good. And it's just a couple pistons with some signs. Yeah, and then, you know, these the sea pickles look really good for cups. I think they definitely help. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing a little bit more decoration here and kind of see what's up. So I'm just running to the resource world to meet up with another person on the server here, and I forgot to tell you guys. So I took down the Valentine's Day heart that we had here, and it was a gift from Skyfaller, and I wanted to show you guys this. Give us a bunch of awesome stuff and some poetry, and yeah, I don't know how good I am at reading poetry, but here we go. So you know, obviously, I hope you enjoy the gift. I have decided to write you this poem. Valentine's Day is cool. You are too. You can be better, but I still like you. Then it gets weird. So roses are red, violets are blue. Our love is like this poem. It doesn't work. Roses are red, violets are blue. I hate rhyming. Vacuum needles, hobo. Oh, it's priceless. I gotta move this stuff after, but I thought I would share a little Skyfaller poetry with you all. So anyways. Alright guys, so I think we spent enough time in our butcher shop today. It seems to be functioning pretty good. You can see I got a stack and a bit of meat there. So it's kind of... He is the angriest pig. We have found sad pig and angry pig. I think he's just pissed that he's stuck in an ice cube. Anyways, it's funny, you know, we spent a lot of time here because it wasn't working, and I didn't spend very much time in this bar, but it worked really well, and basically once I started going, I just kept going and didn't worry about it. So sometimes you have to just let your mind kind of do its thing, and unfortunately I didn't get it all on camera because, I mean, you guys really don't want to see me placing stone bricks over and over again, I'm sure. So in saying that, we need a name. If you guys have any suggestions for any cool names for Dock Tavern, let me know. Otherwise, it'll be something like the Screaming Seagull or something stupid. Anyways, let's check out what we did here. So, I guess first thing, we'll look behind the bar. We've got our kegs. We've got a couple of furnaces for cooking our food. A little sink. Using sea pickles as cups because they look like cups. You know, we got our coffee pot here, brewing stand. Mostly hidden lighting throughout the whole place. We do have a few torches, but actually they can probably come down. I believe they're the only two. Yeah, so they're the only two torches. I can probably take them down, and everything else, the lighting is hidden in the walls, actually behind the water. We got our jukebox. a couple booths, which I think worked out really well, just to add a different look. And then we have like our little table here with, we have sideways chair, and I wanted it to be kind of different. And then our pool table. So I realize it's not completely pool table look, but I wanted it to be different than the one we had in the other place, and I think this worked out really well. So basically this is just 4 pistons with some slabs in the center, some signs, some carpets, and it worked out pretty well. So I really like this design. It came together really quick, and I think it's a pretty solid little bar, or dock bar. So what I want to do though is I want to get a villager to put in here with this tiki little hut thing. He should stay in there, I think, and we should be able to trap him in here. So I might do that in the next episode, which I think will be pretty cool. We'll just add a little life to this. So what I need to do still though is put like a pier, I guess it is, out here for some ships. We'll maybe put a fishing boat or 2 out here. I would like to finish this up, like bring this down and extend this out and around. I don't quite know how far I want to take this yet. Let's kind of look. Because I don't want it to be like super close to this, because this is supposed to be like a lookout lighthouse thing, right? So there needs to be like a passageway through here, so I don't want it to be like super close, but close enough that we can put buildings under there or whatever. So we're gonna figure that out in the next episode or 2 as well. I've also started decorating this area a little bit, just trying to bring a little bit more of a finished look to this, and trying to help this along, because like I said, I like it, but it's just something about it, and I actually think it's too big. I think if I made this like right now, there's like it's bigger than a 5x5, but it's about a 7x7, and it should be about a 3x3, I think. Anyways, for today, guys, I think that is going to do it for this episode. So if you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that like button, and if you want to see more, make sure you subscribe, leave a comment. Any suggestions you guys have would be greatly appreciated. And, I want to thank you guys for hanging out, and I will see you guys in the next episode.